I'm Alex, 28, a software engineer who once thought love meant sacrifice. I believed in loyalty, in putting someone else first, even when it cost me everything. But sometimes the hardest truths are the ones you finally act on, and it hits you like a freight train when clarity replaces comfort. This is my story. I met Emily 4 years ago at a friend's birthday party in the city. She was vibrant, full of dreams, radiating energy like she could conquer the world. I was just finding my stride as a software engineer, grounded, reliable, with a steady paycheck and carefully plotted goals. We clicked instantly, laughing over terrible karaoke, trading late-night confessions about life, career, and everything in between. I fell fast, hard, and for a moment I thought she did too. Early on, she told me about Jake, her ex from college. 2 years of chaos, adventure, and heartbreak. Emily painted him as unpredictable, reckless, someone who left her feeling unmoored. And yet, I became the stable one. Predictable, dependable, a safe harbor. That was what she said she loved about me. But love, I would learn, is never just about stability. When she hit a rough patch, losing her job, battling anxiety, I stepped in without hesitation. Covered her rent, polished her resume, introduced her to contacts. She eventually landed a solid marketing role. And then Jake appeared again. At first, small, innocent texts. "Hey, just checking in." She'd laugh at his memes, say he was just a friend. But then the likes, the comments, the posts flaunting adventure, freedom, excitement, everything I wasn't. And every time I brought it up, she brushed me off. "Alex, don't be insecure. He's just a friend." History. That word clawed at me like a whisper I couldn't ignore. Late one night, I caught her scrolling old photos of them. Sun-drenched beaches, arms around each other, smiles wide and careless. "Why keep these?" I asked. She snapped. "Memories aren't deleted just because someone new shows up. Why are you always so paranoid?" I wasn't paranoid. I was invested, committed, foolishly loyal maybe, but I loved her, and I tried to trust her. Meanwhile, my career soared. 2 years in, a dream opportunity. A senior developer role in Amsterdam, complete relocation, salary bump, projects at the cutting edge of AI. But Emily froze. "I'm not ready," she said. "Jake's here. I need to support him." I turned it down. Twice. 3 times. Each refusal weighed on me like chains I thought were made of love. And each time she thanked me, hugging me, whispering how much she needed me. By the third offer, tension simmered beneath the surface. Coffee meetups she called casual. Late-night texts hidden when I entered the room. Comparing us, subtly, sometimes overtly. I suggested boundaries. "Maybe tone down contact with him," I said. "It feels like emotional cheating." Her eyes narrowed. "Emotional cheating? Wow, Alex, I'm not cutting off my ex just because you're insecure. Grow up." It hit me like a punch to the gut. The sacrifices, the declined offers, all dismissed. And I nodded. Fair point. I accepted. Quietly. Then in silence I clicked accept on the Amsterdam offer. Start date 2 months away. No announcement, no drama, just a private act of reclaiming my life. The next weeks were a blur of packing, subletting, tying up work projects. Emily acted normally, texting Jake openly, posting about old connections. I detached, focused inward. Each walk alone at night, staring at the city lights, replayed every compromise, every declined opportunity. Was I naive? Perhaps. But I was done being the predictable one who always came second. A month before the move, confrontation arrived. She came home, tipsy, plopped on the couch. "We need to talk," she said. Calmly, I sat across. "Okay, what's up?" She hesitated, fidgeted with her phone. "This isn't working. You suffocate me with jealousy. Jake and I are just friends, but you make it a problem. I need space." Space. Her tone oozed smugness. "See, Alex? Jake gets me. He's fun, spontaneous. You're safe. Predictable. Always planning, always cautious. I need someone who matches my energy." I almost laughed at the irony. I'd turned down Amsterdam 3 times for her comfort. Yet here I was. Predictable. I didn't argue. I just said, "Fair point. Go ahead." She blinked, expecting resistance. Wait, that's it? Yes, I said. It's your choice. She grabbed her bag, stormed out, slamming the door. I sat on the balcony with a drink, letting the unfairness wash over me. Years of loyalty dismissed, sacrifices treated as control. But I didn't chase. I didn't plead. I blocked her number, protected my peace. I listed the apartment, shipped essentials to Amsterdam, wrapped up work, and took quiet goodbyes. A week later, I landed in a city alive with canals, bikes, and opportunity. My new apartment overlooked a park. My team welcomed me warmly. Museums, coffee shops, learning Dutch phrases. Each day peeled away confusion, guilt, and lingering self-doubt. Freedom felt surreal. Meanwhile, news trickled back home. Emily and Jake were together. My first reaction, indifference, relief. She'd made her choice. But karma? It arrived subtly, then like a freight train. Jake's adventurous facade crumbled. Debt, gigs, instability. Emily quit her job impulsively, funding a chaotic lifestyle she'd once scorned. Friends drifted, family grew concerned. Social media brag gave way to posts about mistakes, growth, lessons learned. Months later, her attempts to reach me escalated. Emails, burner texts, voicemails, pleading, apologizing, rationalizing. Each message echoed her own past dismissals, hypocrisy glaring. Alex, pick up. I was wrong. Can we meet? I didn't respond. Archive, block, silence. Friends updated me occasionally. She was broke, isolated, reputation strained. Meanwhile, my life thrived. Weekend trips across Europe, promotions, new relationships forming slowly, deliberately. Her downfall wasn't dramatic. It was earned, realistic, the natural consequence of choices she made. I sat in my new apartment one night, overlooking the city lights. Reflections on sacrifice, betrayal, and loyalty swirled. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. Every choice I'd made for her was now a step toward freedom, toward a life I'd finally claimed. And in that quiet, I understood the truth. Sometimes the universe doesn't punish. It just reveals what you were always worth.